Stop the cap.
But, you know, when you talk about the birth rates, you're 100% right that the birth rates are a problem. The white people are not having kids.
And I got a news flash for you. Why don't you call out why the birth rates are so negative?
Why?
Feminism, number one reason. Feminism to the extreme, the emasculation of men. The second major contributing factor, Hollywood, selling women these fantasies.
Keep going.
Number three, godlessness. That's actually number one, but godlessness. Rearranging the order that God gave to the earth. Period. Number five, you have too many brothels in Europe. It's cheaper to pay women to sleep with you than it is to have dinner in Germany. You have red light districts throughout all of Europe. Your men are tired because your women have become spoiled, self-entitled, emasculating men.
You see how stupid these white guys are? I mean, just profoundly stupid. He didn't say, I mean, he had this long list of the reasons why the birth rates are down. And this is how you white guys get led astray. You know, oh, it's feminism. Oh, it's the lack of God. You know, it's what other stupid answer did he give? He just a bunch of stupid answers. No, it's because they're not paying you enough. Rent is $2,000. Okay, people running around like, first off, who does all the fucking? Who's supposed to be having all the sex? Who's supposed to be making all the babies? It's young men. Go online. Hold on, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up right now. This shit. So, here we go. Hold on. So, silent generation and earlier generations, I didn't know the silent generation is still alive. Silent generation, wealth shares 13%. Boomers control 51.8% of the fucking economy. Gen Xers control 25.8% of the economy. And millennials and Gen Z only control 9.4% of the economy. And obviously millennials are going to have more money than the Gen Zers. Where's this broken down? Separate Gen Z from millennials. Don't give it to me together. Let me see. Separate these generations. Let's see what the numbers is going to be. Okay, so silent generation, 12 to 13% of the wealth in this country. Boomers, 51 to 52% of the wealth in this country. Gen X, 28 to 29% of the wealth in this country. Millennials, 8 to 9% of the wealth in this country. Gen Z, 1 to 2% of the wealth in this country. 1 to 2%. Hold on. How old is the oldest Gen Zer? The oldest Gen Zer is going to be 28 years old. So the oldest Gen Zer is damn near 30 and only controls 1 to 2% of this country's wealth. That's why your birth rates are on the floor. Not because of God, not because of feminism, not because of what else did he say? God, feminism, Hollywood, and brothels. like these motherfuckers are fucking idiots, man. Idiots. And honestly, I think that these people that are given a platform like this are meant to distract away from what the real problem is. That way that they don't have, these white boys out here, blood in the streets, putting heads on sticks. Because, bottom line, you're a rock star away from revolution. But the fact of the matter is they keep people distracted by, throwing up all, boomer talk, personal responsibility, hard work and bootstraps. Gen Z is just starting. Their wealth is negligible as a group since most are still in school and early career. But early homeowners, investors in this group are benefiting from benefiting from stock and housing growth. I don't know how. They're not benefiting from it. But early homeowners and investors. So some of the older Gen Zers that got in early, that like got in and bought, which means they would have had to buy a house. So 28, they would have had to buy a house in their early 20s, which most likely means that their parents fucking helped them. This is fucked. I'm still behind boomers. Gen Z barely entering the workforce so their share is under 2% for now. Yeah, it's fucked. It's fucked. That's why your birth rates are down. You got the older generations hoarding the wealth, and the younger generations, they can't get started. And again, that doesn't mean that women's expectations for what they want, like what you got going on, they ain't got shit going on. Not with no $2,000 per month rent and the average house costing $400,000 and high ass interest rates. That's not conducive to making babies. And then you have companies that don't want to hire anything, and you got anybody. You got freaking recent grads having a higher unemployment rate than the national average. Like, what are you talking about? Like this is what I hate about religious people, man. It's just fucking idiots, man. It's the money, stupid. It's the money, stupid. Like this shit is retarded. Like, and I swear these people are just meant to just distract. Because once people recognize it's the money and it's not a character flaw and it's not, some behavioral problem, and it's just the fucking money. Then you'll have people riding in the fucking streets. So they got to keep people distracted. They're paid to keep people distracted and focused on either minority groups. Black people are breathing up all the white man's air. That's why our birth rates are on the floor. Oh, the problem is the Mexicans. There's too many Mexicans. That's why white birth rates are on the floor. The demographics of this country are going to change because they're having more babies than we are, which, is true. But the reason you're not having babies has nothing to do with what they're doing in the bedroom. The reason why you're not having babies is because you don't make enough money to have babies and support families in the manner in which earlier generations were able to easily support families. That's why. And instead of you realizing that, you somehow think you joining Patriot Front or joining American Renaissance or any of these other white nationalist groups, is somehow going to get you there. Like, it's just stupid. It's retarded. They don't want to pay you. They don't want to pay anybody. They vacuumed all the resources up, and now they're going to try to replace everybody with fucking robots and AI. And so now you're even more fucked. But let you tell it, the main problem is because the blacks are breathing up all the white man's air. Not because, you got a bunch of old white guys with cigars in their mouth in a fucking boardroom who decided a long time ago that, they just didn't feel like fucking paying you because you cut into their profits. It's about shareholder primacy. The very people who they invest and they contribute nothing to productivity, they get the biggest returns on investment. But the people that are working within the company, the people who make it happen, they don't get a return on, the investment or even rewarded, in terms of the level of productivity. All they get at best is a fucking pizza party. This is the system that you all have created for yourself. This has nothing to do with what about Chicago? What about Chicago, nigga? What about Chicago? What does Chicago have to do with the fact that they don't want to fucking pay you? What does Chicago have to do with $2,000 rent? What the fuck does Chicago have to do with the fact that your precious white women demand, so much more from you, and they want you to be able to, make them a stay-at-home wife, for those that are even into the trad con shit, right? Can you do that? You got white women all over fucking Instagram mocking the fuck out of white men. Oh, you all are going through the exact same thing that black men went through starting in the 1960s. You all are going through the exact same. Oh, yeah. When you're broke, bitches get real mouthy. They get real mouthy when you ain't got no motherfucking money. You see, that's what the fuck you all are going through. That's why you got Legion of Men making videos of reviewing white dudes talking about why they don't go out and don't go to the bar, and white women are frustrated because men are no longer going to bars and buying them fucking drinks because the economy is fucked up, especially for young people. It's fucked up. Men can get way more entertainment and not have to spend hundreds of dollars a fucking weekend and not get anything out of it by firing up the Xbox and playing Battlefield 6. That's the reality. As opposed to going out here for a fucking maybe. And then still having women talking about, did you misgender me? Did you just misgender me? Shit like that. I'm non-conforming, non-binary. And did you just assume my gender? All that bullshit. Or some other stupid feminist fucking idea. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Now that I would agree with, right? But that's not the main problem. The main problem is you're broke. Young white men are broke. That's the main problem. Saw some stupid video of a white woman talking about, and zillennial women are now dating millennials because millennials have more money. Generally, as a rule, they have more money. That's why. The Gen Z men can't even get their fucking foot in the door. Oh my God, why are our birth rates on the floor? Like, I'm tired of people asking stupid questions, including white people. Just asking stupid. I mean, again, high IQs. These are the people with superior high IQs that can't even identify their own fucking problem. Just dumb. Just dumb. I mean, and then you got to think they actually edited this bitch, chopped it up, and then put it on the internet like, yeah, that's what the problem is. It's cultural, not economical. Like the gas lighting that white people or the older generations do to young white people is identical to the gaslighting that was done to young black men. It's identical. You just got to see it for what the fuck it is. It is identical. My hard work and my bootstraps, and it's your behavior, and it's the fact that you lost the sweet twinkle of Jesus in your eye. That's why you're struggling. It has nothing to do with the fact that we've got rid of pensions, we've got rid of full medical and dental, we got rid of your fucking health care. We got rid of the corporate structure where there was some reasonable level of fucking advancement and shit. We got rid of all that shit. No. Now we got AI. Microsoft just laid off 8,000 workers. We're probably going to lay off some more, right? Amazon's just going to go full-blown autonomous. You'll have one person managing a whole factory. Just there for liability purposes. That's the only reason they're going to keep humans around, just so that they can have somebody to blame. You know what I mean? They're going to have drones that are freaking dropping packages off. They're already showing that shit right now. I mean, and the drones are dropping the shit off with precision, dropping the shit off in people's backyards within the perimeter of the fence. Dropping off medications, dropping off freaking some cheap ass thing that they bought on fucking Amazon. You hear the little drone fly by, and then the little parachute comes down and drops the shit. You could go pull that shit up on YouTube. It's there. Amazon dropping packages off. But your birth rates are down because they took Christ out of the schools. These dumb fucks, man. I mean, I mean, this shit is just dumb. And then you get these white young people that sit there and y'all gobble it up. Y'all just eat it up. Oh my God. Oh, he's so right. He's so right. It's the feminism. That's what the problem is. I'm like, you can sit there, you can blame feminism, but at the end of the day, if you're broke, you ain't got no money, it ain't gonna change shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, she's not on feminism and you still live with your parents. Now what? Okay, fine. She's not on feminism and you still don't have a fucking $100 to blow at the bar. You know what I mean? And look like you even remotely have stability because you're buying drinks all night. You know, you can get rid of the fucking feminism and that doesn't reduce your student loan debt. Right? She's feminist. I'm like, get rid of the feminism. I'm like, okay, let's just say she's not a feminism and she looks you dead in the eyes and she says, I want to fuck you right now. Take your clothes off. Let's do it right now. Let's go back to your place right now. Oh, where are you going to fuck her? Where are you going to take her? Where are you going to take her? She ready to go right now. She's ovulating. She's like, yes. Balls deep inside me, nigga. Like, she's ready to go. Okay, where you going to fuck her? Where you going to take her? Can you even afford to take her to a hotel? Hotel room about $150, $125, $150. Right? Where you going to take her? Mm-hmm. Your parents still paying for that car note? What's your car note? You see what I'm saying? Like, it costs money to just exist, to even position yourself for pussy. And these motherfuckers are over there talking about the real problem is feminism. No, the real problem is the lack of money in young men's hands. That's what the real problem is, but y'all don't want to talk about that. Anyway, I just wanted to just totally just smack down and dispel this bullshit that these motherfuckers like to come online and throw up. It makes me want to throw up in my mouth just listening to this shit. And again, this ain't even my community. This is the white community, but the parallels are just so there, when it comes to the gaslighting that these motherfuckers do. All they want to do is gaslight. They want to gaslight young men. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. You got fucking, 20 years of fucking veterans between the millennials and the zillennials. I'm like, yeah, that's not the group you want to piss off. That's not the group that you want to continue to gaslight and act like there ain't going to be any consequences. But hey, what do I know? I mean, I don't know anything with my tiny Negro brain. I mean, what do I know? Yeah, okay. All right. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. That's my video, SWP out. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe.
On the scene, diamond blingy whole screen. Check a boy, Louis V. I'm so fresh and so clean. Stuff them bands in my jeans. Slap them 30s in them things. Pull the trigger, let it sing. Then go smoke a Russian cream.
Move. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello?
Where you at?
Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We out.